Hi, fellow traders. I hope everybody's having a great weekend, relaxing and recharging those batteries, studying a little bit. We we're getting ready for a little bit of winter weather here. It's crazy because we were dealing with some 60s and 70s here last week, and now we're supposed to wake up to snow and ice in the morning. Crazy weather pattern here, but that's all well and good. I'm ready to hunker down and stay warm and pretty much ready to tackle anything that Mother Nature wants to throw at me. But in this video, I'm going to share with you where I am in my account. I know it's been a couple months since I've been able to do any updates. Obviously, everybody knows why, but I'm just getting back to being able to do this, do some recap videos and all of that. So this video is going to really encompass two things. I'm gonna go over some trades I did Friday. One big mistake I made that really set the tone for the whole day. But want to go over that and kind of give you an idea of where I am in the Suretrader account. And I will be doing another Suretrader video here this month. They have made a lot of changes. I've seen a lot of positive changes, come about in the last couple of months. So we'll be going over that as well. So first thing I want to remind you, every day from 8:30 to 9, broadcasting on YouTube Live, my watch list bill, and I try to give you a little bit of words of encouragement. I know some days this industry really beats us down. It can really leave us feeling pretty bad. And I try to give some words of encouragement in the morning. Try to make you think about things on a positive light and some things that you may can work on to help you do better in your trading as far as the psychological aspect of it. But you can just log in, just click on averagejoetrader.com. You don't really have to go to YouTube. You can go to my website and there's a screen right there, a little window. When I go live, you can click on it and expand it, and I'll be right there in full view. So just remember, every day from 8:30 to 9, I'm doing that. On Wednesdays, we have a sneak peek Wednesday. Um, I don't charge enough to be able to pay for free chat days. Now, I tried to make my room really as affordable as possible. So the best thing I can do is have a sneak peek Wednesday where I live stream the actual platform that my members see in chat, and you get to see me go in, go out, take trades. You really see exactly what you'll be seeing if you join my chat room. You'll hear me interact with the members in the room and everything. So you really get a good sneak peek of what's going on in my community. So remember, that's Wednesdays. All you have to do is just, if you log on at 8:30, just hang out, and we'll run till about 10:30 or so. All right, I have released and completed my first and only day trade class. I don't plan on doing any other classes other than what I have already. This is 100% live class with direct instruction, from me. And it's entitled Day Trading the Average Joe Way. And what you're gonna learn are you're gonna learn the process and the strategies that I've used that's made me successful. It's 15 90-minute classes, and I limit it to 25 traders per class because the way it works is everybody will be mic'd up and and be able to share their screens when the time comes, because this is a real classroom. It's not you watching a video or anything like that. It's real live instruction, and I'll be there to answer questions and to help you along the way. During this time, it's about 4 months. You have access to the chat room every day, the weekly webinars that I do, also the small group mentor sessions that I do, and you have access to a market replay simulator that you can practice on 24/7. It's actual replay of the market, and you can go in and practice the strategies that we're teaching in class. And it really having a market replay simulator is what got me to where I am as fast as it did. I mean, it still takes time. You still need to take your time and not rush. But instead of it taking me 5 years to get to where I am, it only took me 2 years. And it's screen time. It's the screen time that really matters here. But we're having a special this weekend. The next 5 who sign up, I'm pretty much close to filling the class now. So as soon as I get it filled, we're gonna start. I'm looking to start in the next in 2 weeks, starting the first class. But for this weekend, the next 5 who sign up for the class, you will get the Day Traders Mindset Workshop for free. That's a $450 value. That's a 4-session workshop where we work specifically on the psychology of trading. And if you've been trading for a while, you know a lot of the problem is what's between your 2 ears. That's where your problem comes in. And that's what we address and we look at in the Day Traders Mindset Workshop. So you get to participate in the next workshop for free, and that's the next 5 who sign up for the class this weekend. All you need to do is go to averagejoetrader.com on the services, and you'll see the link to sign up. If you want to ask me any questions, feel free to email me, and I'll be glad to get back with you. All right, now let's talk about a couple of trades. And this is a trade I took on Friday. This was the first trade, and really, I really got upset with myself. It's been a long time since I had got this mad at myself for making the mistake that I made. This was an opening range breakdown, and you can see. Now, I apologize. I don't have my DOS charts because I had to take off early yesterday, go pick my daughter up from school, so I didn't get to copy the charts with my that plots my entries and exits. So I have to use my Thinkorswim charts to kind of show you what I did. But if you were in chat, you know, you saw you saw me disgrace myself live. But this was a perfect setup for me. This was an opening range breakdown. We did have this crazy candle. This is why I always wait the first 5 minutes at least before I take a trade, because it's usually, you know, kind of crazy. So here was the first 5-minute candle, and the second candle printed, and we couldn't push VWAP, but it's moving averages. So this told me this was an opening range breakdown. So I got in right here, let's see, 62.45. I got in at 62.45, was looking for the move down. Now, this stock went all the way down to 61.99. Now, I put out my first cover. I was looking for a move through 61, so I put it out at 61.95. And was just stubborn about it. And it came down within 4 cents and went back up, and I ended up getting stopped out. Now, I should have been able to take profit down here. I knew that 62 was going to be a supply zone. It's a whole dollar mark. It's naturally going to be a supply zone. And usually the stocks start reacting to it 5 minutes before, or 5 minutes, I mean, not 5 minutes, 5 to 10 cents before you get to the level, and then 5 to 10 cents afterwards. You're going to find people. That's why I call it a supply zone. And you shouldn't be greedy on this. My first cover should have been about 5 cents off this. It should have been 62.05. But I didn't. I made it 61.95. And because of that, I didn't get hit. I didn't get to take profit. This happens more often than you really, than you would think. And that's why I like to take profit at the first logical, point. So by me not doing it, I ended up getting stopped out. Lost 45, 43 on it. That's including the commissions right here, you see. So, I mean, really, really upset me. Really upset me. And to the point where I was in another trade, but I had to take a walk because I was just upset. My blood was boiling. But this was just a classic case. I couldn't blame anybody but myself because this was just me trying to be greedy and get a little bit extra out of it. And the worst thing you can do in trading is try to top tick and bottom tick a stock. And all that does is just get you stopped out. And that's just what happened. It got me stopped out. All right, so the next trade, I did pretty good on this. Felt pretty good about this trade. This was FNSR. The last one was Dish. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you you still could see it here that it was Dish. But this was FNSR. This gave a good 5-minute opening range breakdown. Here's the first 5-minute candle. I mean, you can't really see the whole, I didn't have the whole chart on here, but this was the first 5-minute candle. You could have waited 15 minutes and this finally broke. But we traded in this range here for a little bit. And so I just kind of waited. And I was waiting for this to pull back. And this didn't quite touch it. So I chased it a little bit. I got in down here thinking that we could complete the move down to 27.22. So I got in anticipating a cover of the whole position here, a bounce, and then I could get back in for the move through this. Well, I got in, it pulled back, tested this. So because I wasn't in full size, I went ahead and added based on the rejection here, or the anticipated rejection. But it didn't. My stop was a loss of the 20 once I added. If we lost the 20, I would stop out, but we didn't. It respected the 20 here. We got the fade. Didn't quite get down far enough. I did have my order here at 27.55. It didn't quite get there. Oops, sorry about that. Didn't quite get there. And we got a little bounce right here, but it held a 9. So it finally came back and it hit me. Caught my bid at 55, so I got out right here at 27.55. And then it ended up losing the 20, and so it stopped me out here at 27.93. It was still, I mean, that was right at break even, because my average was, I think, 27.91 or 92 or something like that. But I got stopped out at 93, and then I re-entered on this retest. So I got in here at 27.60, covered some right here on this level, 27.22. I've got the clicks here today, I'm sorry. 27.22, And the only reason I covered here was because I had to leave. I was going out of town and I was getting ready to hit the highway, and it's not like I'm in town. I can monitor it on my phone in town, because if I need to pull over, there's always a place here in town I can pull over. But on the highway, you can't do that. So I had to cover it. But you can see it did make the move I wanted. The move right through 27. So it did complete the move. I couldn't leave it on and take a chance. You know, driving down the highway, that's really unsafe. So that was it. Good, good profit on it. 183.42. Not bad. Trading 300 shares of this, and I could have gone to 500 shares on it if I wanted to. Again, I did go to 5 the first time, but second time, oftentimes those moves don't make the strong moves. Sometimes they don't follow through. So I didn't want to get in too heavy because we were so late in the day. But those were two major trades I did. I did stop out on CAT Friday too, but this had a pretty good day overall. All right, so this is where my small account is right now. I started back in July of last year at 1500. I said I was going to start over. So I started with 1500 on July 1st, but I reset 3 times, meaning I went back to 1500 3 different times between July and January, because in August I realized that I wasn't really giving it my 100% attention. So I started over, started to give it my 100% attention, and we grew it. And then the popularity kind of picked up and more people wanted to see me do it again. So I started in October and I started over again. And then in January, we were going to start the year off. I put out a poll to whether am I going to start the year at 15 or 5. I had everybody said 15. I had only 2 people that told me 5K. So I started over January at 1500, and I said I was not going to reset my account. Because the goal was to take it from 1500 to 5K, and then demonstrate how I grew my account trading 5K a month. I would start with 5 grand at the beginning of the month, and at the end of the month, I wire out. I'd start over again. And that money I'd wire out, I would put in the bank. So when I got ready to open my Speed Trader account, I would have the money there. Plus, I had to save, put some in a tax account so that when it was time to pay taxes on it, I would have the money. I wouldn't be sitting here looking for the money and it's spent. So then we're going to go through all of that as we grow. I'm going to cover everything that I do. You got to understand, I'm not a licensed financial advisor or a licensed tax professional. So what I do is for entertainment and education purposes only. I'm demonstrating to you what I do. Now, obviously, you want to get with your professional, your tax professional, and let them look at your situation, because everybody's different, and just kind of go from there. But I'm at 17K. This is rounded off, but I'm at 17K now. I know it doesn't seem like much from July, but you got to understand, I started over 3 times, and I've been trading small size because that's what I wanted to demonstrate, how to trade small size. Okay, so January, really didn't go according to plan because of everything that happened in January. But I started with 1497.66. I focused on trading 50 to 100 share positions. That was my goal, to show you and to prove that you can make a profit trading small size, that you could do it. And that's what I did in January. And so all of January, I made 1544.27. Had a 84% win rate, but I didn't take that many trades. Because of obviously what was going on, I didn't take that many trades. But short trades were at 90%, long trades at 66. Obviously, the net profit per trade is going to suffer. The average winning trade is going to suffer, all because we're trading small. But my largest winning trade was 237.85. And more importantly, my largest losing trade was only 59.19. So that was right within my max loss. My max loss then was 50 bucks. So that's where January ended up. So now here's February. February came. I wanted to focus on trading 100 to 300 share positions. And my goal was, because I'm doubling share size, I wanted to double my profits from January. And so the profit was 1544.77 in January, and my profit for February was 3845.17. Now my accuracy kind of went down. I was stopping out a little bit more than normal, but was still around 71%. That's still, very respective, and that's still within the range that I want to see. My average net profit went up because we were trading more money. My average winning trade went up. Awesome. My largest winning trade, 358.53, and my largest losing trade, still within that realm, 63.82. Now on some trades, my max loss was 60 bucks because I was in 300 shares. And I don't sit here and try to figure things out to the penny. In my mind, I'm going to round stuff. I like to use round numbers, and I can round things, and I can add things and subtract things very quickly. Besides, I have dyslexia, so keeping things simple and in whole numbers really makes it easy for me and less chance of me making a mistake. All right, so now, and you put January and February together, I made 54.21.36. So we are over the $5,000 mark. Like, I think I got right at $7,000 in it. So that's great. So we're gonna start, unless I blow up, which I don't intend on doing. But unless I blow up, we're gonna have 5 grand to start August with. That's the second quarter. I mean, not August, April. April is the second quarter, and that's where the game changes. That's when we really start showing the skill that we've been working on developing for the last 6 months. And that's why I advocate for trading small. I know small is not a buzzword. It's not one of those words that excites you. People don't like small. But that's how everybody started life. Everybody. I don't care who you are. Even Donald Trump, he started his life small. He was a baby. He didn't come out as big as he is now, even though he may think he did. But everybody came out small. And that's where we have to start. When we start something, we have to start and we have to learn from the beginning and we have to build ourselves up. And that's what I've been trying to teach and what I've been trying to show the last couple months. So great stats. Obviously, when I add the 2 months together, this number is going to drop from last month because I'm averaging the messed up January in there. But it's still better than January, both of these numbers. Largest winning trade was last month that you saw. The largest losing trade was last month that you saw. So, the average losing trades, perfect, below $50. Exactly where I want to see it at this point. Obviously, when I bump my share size up, my max loss is going to go up. So this average losing trade is going to go up. But my average net profit and my average winning trade should go up. This is almost 2 to 1. It's not quite 2 to 1, but it's almost 2 to 1. And that's, if we can do that, we're going to be great. Our account's going to grow. And yes, you can't quit your job and make a living off of this. Well, maybe you can. Maybe your cost of living is that cheap that you could do that. But this is not where I would want to take a chance. And I had to fight and fight and fight, saying that I'm making $2,500 or $3,000 a month in trading. I should be able to quit my job and just live off of that. But you can't. You have to make 3 or 4 times what you need to live off of in order to be comfortable, because you're going to have slow months. You're going to have stretches where things don't work out. And if you start getting desperate, your trading is going to suffer. All right, so far this month, in March, I'm focusing on trading 200 to 500 share positions. However, I'm not doing very well. I wanted to double my profits from February, which was 38, 45, 17. To double them, that'd be over 7 grand, and I don't see that happening this month. This month has started out real sketchy, and the market just hasn't been there for me. So I haven't done well. Only $1,300 in the first 2 weeks, which is not gonna cut it. I'll be lucky to beat February at this rate. My average trade, you can see my share size went up, but that went down. So my average winning trade and my average losing trade, I'm still close to 2 to 1. That's not too bad. But my profitability percent went way down. Look at my shorts. I got stopped out way too many of my short trades. 11 out of 7, 11 times I got stopped out of my shorts. Only once out of my long trades. And I think that was Friday, if I'm not mistaken, on CAT. But my largest winning trade so far this month, 173.26. Largest losing trade, 68.91. That's well within the realm. My max loss is around $75 this month, so that's well within range. I'm just not doing well in terms of my trades, and it's really the market conditions haven't been conducive to my setups, and that's going to happen. I don't care what strategy you trade, it doesn't matter. The market conditions are not going to be ideal for your strategy every day, all day long, and all year long. It's not going to happen. So you're going to have these slow times, these drawdowns. You just have to make sure that you continue to trade within yourself. And if the market doesn't give you any opportunities, you don't take it. You don't try to make it. Okay, you take what the market gives you. You can't go and make the market give you what you want, because you're going to lose every time. So you got to know when to shut it down. And if you've been in the room, You see me when the morning's not working, you see me shut it down until after lunch. And I will do that. And then I won't take a trade after lunch unless there's a solid setup. And on a couple of occasions, I've had a tough morning, and the afternoon trades pretty much brought me green for the day because I waited. I only took the A plus setups, and I traded smart. So that's where we are in March. Hopefully the market's gonna kind of turn around a little bit and give me some opportunity to make some good profit here. All right, so if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. My YouTube is under Average Joe Trader. Twitter at Average Joe Trader. You got to drop the E on it. Facebook, Average Joe Trader. Average Joe Trader at gmail.com. Or it's easier to get me now, ed at averagejoetrader.com. I'm monitoring this email 24/7, so that comes directly from my website. So any questions, any comments, you can leave them below or email me. And those of you that's emailed me and contacted me, I will get back with you. All right, so just wanted to leave that with you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I might get to see a little bit of snow for the first time over here this year. Not going to be a big event, but just to see a little bit of snow every year. I know when that happens, I usually have a good year. So I'm not mad about it. I just wish the weather, if it's going to be cold, let it stay cold. Let's do that. Let's do the snow, get it all out of the way, and then let's start breaking. But let's not have 70 and 80-degree weather and then a snowstorm. No, that just doesn't make sense to me. But living in South Carolina, I'm used to it because that's what happens to us. All right, guys. So take it easy. Everybody have a great one, and I will see everybody bright and early Monday morning. Remember, just pop into my website or YouTube at 8:30, and I'll be there bright and early Monday morning.